Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. It's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. Derek Carr and the Las Vegas Raiders taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could...
Two teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. Here's the All-Pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. For the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about it.
Limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 115 yards.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on it.
So we'll look here at the key inactives, and we got this list before the game down on the field. And they tell us the same thing every time, don't they? Next man up.
No excuses. Be ready to play. That's the mantra of every organization. The key is having guys on the roster who are capable of filling in and playing at a high level. That's when you know you've drafted well, scouted free agents well, and stocked your team just the way you're supposed to.
First down, Bills.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's taken down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from it.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 5th touchdown now on the year, and the Bills have taken the early lead. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill.
Pass for the
extra point attempt to come here. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about his individual performance from last week's game. I mean, he did throw 4 touchdown passes, so he's in sync with his receivers, and they're very confident. Did have 1 interception.
Yeah, 1 pick.
And
they lost.
Yeah, so no matter how many touchdowns he threw, if it comes in a loss, he's not going to be satisfied.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 5 yards past 100, and a touchdown.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I thought when Josh Jacobs was coming out of the University of Alabama, he was an absolutely perfect fit for John Gruden's offense with the Raiders, and it turned out, in this case, I was absolutely right. Led the NFL rookies in rushing a year ago, 1,150 yards. In fact, the only rookie to top the 1,000-yard barrier. And this kid is a workhorse who can carry the football in any situation and catch it out of the backfield.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler in 2019, in on the stop.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Spills away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they. So getting the
And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st down, Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
It's a gain.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from it. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Going deep for this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that. Pass on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. 2nd drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole. That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr to the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they try to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
It's covered by Josh Norman.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
That certainly looks like nothing to show now from these first 2 possessions. And guess what? When you're on a losing streak, that can lead to a full sense of, here we go again. So on the sidelines, the offensive play callers, quarterback, they've got to get together and dial something up to start their next drive. Otherwise, it could be a long game.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. He'll drop to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Throw over the middle, taken in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
22 yards.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. A perfectly executed crossing route. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Allen. And that is incomplete.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
He looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. About 3 yards there to the 27.
He was brought down by...
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we...
Tyler Bass now for the point after. So that drive consumes 9 plays all total. And it was finished off with a 10-yard touchdown scamper. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
5 yards on the catch there brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Carr now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now Carr. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Carr again. He'll get this underneath to Jacobs. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Josh Jacobs.
It's a gain of 5. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 8-yard line.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Don't do us like that.
So that'll back him up 5. Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. Carr going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. That seemed like a much-needed touchdown after 21 unanswered points to start the game.
It's not often that you equate a football game to a golf tournament, but it's like you don't want to shoot yourself out of the tournament too early. So they needed that touchdown to make sure that they got an opportunity to not just get back into this game, but a chance to win it later if they continue to play well.
It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. That time a 9-play drive, and it ends with a Las Vegas touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Andre Roberts now to return it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in this. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. And he'll throw right away. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
When you're dead last in the NFL in 3rd down conversions, the odds are against you every time you face it. How about him picking up that one? That was big for them.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Comes off at the 39. And a return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here slow to get up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
2nd and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He sets to fire deep. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly for 6. And man, Charles, talking about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Carlson now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy two-play drive that time. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Roberts on the return. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Roberts on the return. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. Carry his team.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He finds an opening past the 40. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
First down.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory.
He's across midfield.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 9 yards.
That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. Throwing on first down is Allen. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end.
Carlson on for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
To start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. He was brought down by Malik Collins.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit him over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he's able to find Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
At the 23 line.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions. Have them looking at 3rd and 10. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Cole Beasley, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down.
Here's Bass now for the extra point. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25 yards.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Throwing on first down is Carr. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throw right side going to be caught by Waller. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game has suited you well. Both offenses continuing to move the ball with relative ease.
Yeah, and if you're a fan of defensive football, you're not having so much fun watching this one. And these coordinators, they're going to be scrambling to figure out a way to counter so far. It may just come down to which one of these defenses can make one stop that could change the course of this game.
10-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Shotgun now for Carr. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And it's the Patriots with the lead in that one. The Patriots locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And right now, they have the lead over the visiting New York Giants. The Rams looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we finish at MetLife Stadium to see what's going on with the Jets. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Jamison Crowder, a strong performance there. In the game you're watching, it was Josh Allen who was on target in that first half. His 3 touchdown passes have his guys out in front as we hand things back over to Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
Number 28, Josh Jacobs.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
So here are the Bills to take over. They'd lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. At the 33-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
There on the tackle. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
now Allen.
At the 42-yard line.
And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 1 yard.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have a Bills first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Right back to him on the first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 45-yard line.
Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. 40 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out.
Pass on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And with a marker down, he's out just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. The Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a play fake. Carr. And it's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
46 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Running is Jacobs. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Carr. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
10 at the 21-yard line.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now Carr going to run with it. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw with Carr. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. From 6 yards away. And the Raiders are back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up in 6 points for the Raiders. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Roberts now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Getting to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it.
First down, Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Loss of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of
offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take up.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Their mobile, agile quarterback. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14.
It is good.
So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
28.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to move. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
What's up, man?
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Delay of game penalty. Ships him back 5 yards. Makes it 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
On first down, Jacobs. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. From the 44, Carr. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Carr's pass intended for Nelson Aguilar.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Officially, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. And the highlights roll, and there have been a lot of them.
He is absolutely stuffing the stat sheet, isn't he? I mean, you name it, he's doing it. Getting in the end zone multiple times. Big check.
And a give this time to the tailback. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Corey Littleton there on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 36. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need... Now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Jacobs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and...
One more time with Jacobs. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Jacobs.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
On the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
From the gun, it's Carr. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. So now 4th and goal. You're trailing by a decent amount here. What are you doing, Coach Davis?
Well, I've got to think to myself, just how many more opportunities am I going to have this close and have this chance? I've got to go for it right here. The clock's dwindling on me. Let's go get it done.
31.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know the quarterbacks, the best ones,
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
At the 30-yard line.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
To number 34.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Raiders.
I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to mine. And that turned out to be true.
Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal. Touchdown. On first down, Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to number 81.
They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
Throwing again on second down. Carr. That is incomplete. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
First down Raiders, Carr to Waller.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
At the 40.
Carr to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Carr's pass.
40 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together?
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
And now 7 back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Carr again. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Vernon Butler. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he fends him off. And, boy, that one drops incomplete. But if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll be brought down, looks like right at the 40. A good pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick.
They'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring it out past the 20-yard line. To start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
And it's third down.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There defensively.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
53-yard attempt.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score. Bills 42. Raiders 31.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Carr. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down. There's that man again. It's complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain. But he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Throwing again. Carr. And this is caught for a touchdown. So hang on now. Things just got a little bit more interesting here in the final minute. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now.
The Raiders will
probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it. The Bills on their way to victory now as they take the knee. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they'll indeed take a knee.
And there it is, the standard symbol. Taking a knee means that one team won and the other one obviously lost the ball game. But now that team that won is 2-2. After the first 4 games, I think they're okay with a 2-2 start. Not overly happy, but at the same time, not depressed either.
You mentioned to me breaking down a season in quadrants. So the first quadrant is kind of a check, as you said, for okay. Not great, not bad.
Yeah, right now they're just holding serve. They look forward to their next 4. Maybe they can make a surge there.
39.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bills,